All right. Good morning. I think this is take 5. And I'm doing this because I don't feel like it. I'm doing it because I'm awake, but it's been a bit of a struggle of a morning, and I don't feel like doing this, and I thought, good, it's time to do it. Let's see what comes out when I don't feel like it. It's it's not the perfect time. Oh, let me wait until everything's just right. I have my cup of tea, and I've got the video and everything. So now I wish I could take a picture of how the phone is balancing between two branches. So I'm just going to leave it at that. All right, see, I already feel better just by getting started. Here we go. Ask. So it's interesting. A little meta. I'm not feeling the love, the passion for this topic, but I feel like it's one. It needs to be heard. I think maybe because I find it a struggle, and I haven't conquered it yet by a long shot. So it's good. It's a good time to do it. All right, let me focus on one. I'll find one point. I think I'm going to go again with the breaking through with the communication. And I'll use a work example for me, because that's what I'm struggling with. So before I talked about my son and how he could connect with the teachers, I'm going to go with me connecting with potential influencers or people in sort of work environment who I could ask, who I don't dare to. All right? Taking a moment and ask. Ask and you shall receive. We've all heard it before. What does it mean? You ask and shall. I mean, shall's pretty positive. No, it's not could receive, possibly might receive. It's shall. It's going to happen. So let's see. Let's do a little math. If you ask, you shall receive. Yet there is an aspect of that mathematical equation that it goes like this. There's the if-then clause. If you ask, then you shall receive. But another aspect of that would then be, or a turn on that mathematical equation would be, if you do not ask, you will not receive. And that one I think is a little more firm, a little more mathematically accurate, shall we say, because the if you ask, you shall receive. I mean, hey, maybe I just don't believe yet. Ask and you shall receive. I don't ask enough. In fact, that's one reason I'm doing this speech here tonight, because they say, for example, write books that you'd like to read. Teach what you'd like to know. Ask what you don't dare question. I don't ask enough. I don't ask for help enough. I might ask the deeper questions, but I don't ask for the guidance to find the answers, either within myself or through help of others. Let's take the others for a moment. Who do you not ask for help or guidance because you're scared, because you're lazy, because you're unsure what might happen? You think they might say no. What then do you do? Oh, I know. You don't ask. Well, back to the first equation. Ask and you shall receive. So remember that second equation, do not ask and you do not receive. So you're not receiving, but is it only because you're not asking? Now, I bring up this point because I am the one not asking. And I know that I would personally benefit from asking. But let's think about it from the other side of the equation for just a quick moment. In that the receiving part, that means someone or something or some-ish is giving. turn the tables. Giving is receiving. Think about it. That other person is giving, and in our receiving end, we think, oh, thank you for giving. But on their end, giving is receiving. By them, teaching is also learning. Giving is also receiving. Dare I say, giving gets you more than receiving. How is that mathematically possible? It is, though. If we are not asking, we are not receiving. Do you think, I'm just going to go out on a limb here, get the little forest joke? If you give, might you receive? If you learn to ask and learn to receive, might you then learn to give? Imagine. Right now, I see 3 steps. You ask, you receive, they give. Ask, receive, give. If you're not asking, you're not starting that domino effect of asking, receiving, giving. What have we got to lose? We could not ask, and then we're not receiving, and nobody's giving. We could ask, and then maybe we receive. I mean, according to that previous statement, we shall receive. Let's say we could ask, and we could not receive, and then there's no giving as well. Or we could ask and receive. Pretty sure if there's receiving going on, there's giving going on. But what if we ask and receive and they give? All 3 cylinders are firing. The whole motor is churning. And we are asking and we are receiving and they are giving and they are receiving. In turn, maybe they ask. Maybe they are inspired by our asking and they ask further. Then guess what? They then receive more. They give more, they receive more. Do you see the circle? So you remember the vicious circle. Vicious circle goes down. No asking, no receiving. Ooh, no asking, no receiving. Asking, receiving, giving. Asking, receiving, giving. Asking, receiving, giving. See it happening? You see it getting bigger? You see yourself getting pulled up into the tornado of the vertical upward spiral of asking, receiving, giving. You know where I'm coming back. Right here. Where does it start? Ask. With you asking. Me asking. I can ask you. I can ask you a question. What's my question? What are you going to ask? What are you afraid to ask? What is that question? Not this one. What is this one? What is this question that's burning in there you want to ask? Not me. You can ask me if you like. It's probably a question to yourself. What is it? You don't need to tell me. Not right now. Maybe downstairs just after a beer. You're welcome to tell me. Because who knows? I might receive. And somebody else might have the opportunity to give. And when you get past that point, you realize that giving is receiving. Asking is receiving. Giving is receiving. Receiving is giving. Asking is giving. See how that works? But it all starts with ask. Today I challenge you to ask. Ask the questions. It's not just one of them. There's lots of them. It's a muscle, we can build it. Build up your ask muscle. Learn to ask. Learn to receive.